Jones, they won't accept their family dating outside their race.
You wouldn't allow him in the house?
No. Black and white don't mix. All stays on top of water.
If you can accept him, Billy, I don't need you in my life.
But did you spit on her?
Yeah.
Time for another point of view.
Since all black men are ignorant, baby, this is a 4-year bachelor's degree. I graduated from upper top 10% of my class.
Next, Jenny Jones.
You know, there are over 1 million mixed-race marriages in the United States today. We're seeing more and more interracial couples and mixed-race children every single day. This blurring of racial lines is even making the news, as you can see, magazine headlines. But there are some people who strongly disagree with the whole concept, and they are here today. They said not only will they not accept an interracial society, but they're willing to cut ties with family members who do.
Most white women are trailer trash. Black men were put on this earth to marry black women and raise black babies.
I hate seeing black families buying T-bone steaks with food stamps, while I have to pinch pennies to buy hamburgers.
White women have absolutely no backbone.
If my sister married a black man, she'd never be invited to my house again. Black people can't be trusted. Every time you try, they just betray you.
Well, our first guest is white, and he is upset that his sister, who's also white, is dating a black man. He says he was taught by his grandfather to hate all blacks, and he threatens to never speak to his sister again if she chooses to marry a black man. His name is Billy. Here he is on tape.
Sure, I call black people that's what they call themselves. So why can't I? Growing up, I was taught to hate someone who only cares about itself. If my sister married a black man, she'd never be invited to my house again. Black people can't be trusted. Every time you try, they just betray you. Black people always start racial battles first. White people never do.
Oh, a nice warm welcome for Billy, everybody. Here's Billy. Maybe we misunderstood. Maybe we misunderstood. Hi, Billy.
Hello.
So your sister is dating a black guy, and you totally disapprove, to the point that you would, like, disown her if she married him.
Pretty much, she wouldn't come to my house with him.
Okay, so what's the problem? Did you have a bad experience with somebody?
It's like this, all right? Somebody grew up in a project robbing their own cousins. Why would you want somebody like that in your family, right?
Could have been a white guy robbed his cousin, too.
Yeah.
You must have had... You got it from your grandfather. Your grandfather, what did he teach you? What he
taught me, man?
Yeah.
He taught me... He didn't really teach me nothing. I learned on my own. This is what I learned.
Okay.
From my experiences with black people, whatever you want to call it, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like this. Every time you try to trust one, you don't do them a stab in your back. That's from my experience.
Did that happen to you? You trusted a black guy, you got stabbed in the back?
About 5, 6 times, probably.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you didn't learn nothing. That's first and foremost. Now, you talking about what your granddaddy did? You know, your granddaddy's dead. Is he dead or alive? What is he?
He's alive. Why?
He's alive. I mean, what I'm saying is this. You need to learn how to live your own life, you see. Now, I got a sister. I have a sister that's married to a Puerto Rican. I have a brother that's married to a white girl. But the whole thing is this here, whomever they decide to marry, it don't make me no difference, you see. Whomever they decide to be with, they're not the ones with the problem. The ones that don't like it is the one with the problem.
All right, all right.
Now, you've never even met her boyfriend, Roland, right?
I talked to him.
You've talked to him on the phone, but you've never met him.
I ain't met him.
So you don't even know him enough to know, what don't you like about him if you don't know him?
I don't want my sister with a black person.
But what if he's a nice guy? He's backstage. What if he's a nice guy?
Why he can't be with a nice black girl?
We're all the same, you know. It doesn't matter. It's the same stuff black people do, white people do, Mexican people do, Puerto Rican. Everybody does it. It's not just black against white, white against black. It's everybody. We're all the same thing.
You don't see it that way. You don't see it that way. Good.
Black and white don't mix. All stays on top of water, all right?
But why,
don't
though?
mix like that.
mean,
it don't work like that. It just don't happen like that.
But why? Why you don't have like a good basis for believing that? Why?
Because of my previous experiences.
You know, Susan's backstage, his sister. She says her boyfriend Roland has treated her better than any white man she's ever dated, and she says she's not giving up Roland just to please her racist brother. Here's Susan.
Let me tell you something. If I want to be with a black one, be a black one. You can accept my boyfriend. You can accept me, Billy. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You're my brother, but you got to accept him, Billy. He treats me better than anybody does.
It just dawned on me that you grew up with the same grandfather.
Yes, I did.
Right? Did you get the same views from your grandfather that your brother did?
I did, but I learned to accept everybody's equal. Just
And what
because
is he?
somebody's skin's different doesn't mean nothing.
So What does he tell you? Can you bring Roland to the house?
Not to his house, I can't.
Is he threatened? What's he going to do?
He said he'll whoop my ass and his too.
Whip you? You're threatening your sister?
She threatening to bring him around my house.
So you're not allowed to go to the house. Then what does he say about Roland? He doesn't know him really, right?
Right. He doesn't.
So
he
what?
calls him a. He says he steals and everything. He's got a job. He don't need nothing my brother's got, or nothing nobody else got. He buys his own stuff.
He didn't talk to you. How long did he not even talk to you for?
2 months since I've been with Roland. Been with him for about 2 months. He has not talked to me.
Now he actually has had a confrontation with somebody. Billy, did you go after one of her boyfriends?
That was my other sister. He was Mexican.
So what did you do? What'd you do?
No, we just got in a little fist fight, and he called all his friends and all that.
A little fist fight. You went to jail, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not just blacks, Mexicans too?
If it's not that it's black, it's that it's not white. It's not right.
All I want to say is this. People like you really don't believe in what you say you believe in. If you really don't like blacks, you will run street lights because we made street lights. You wouldn't eat peanut butter because we made that. A lot of you wouldn't do. So you say you don't like blacks, but the truth is, you really don't believe in what you're saying. So all I'm saying to you is, since you know that, you need to leave behind what your grandfather done taught you and get on with your life.
You know, I got a list backstage beyond that. Do you know do you know what blacks invented in this country? Do you know they invented the ironing board, the pencil sharpener, the first incandescent light bulb, the elevator, first heart surgery? You know, I mean, the fire extinguisher, all kinds of stuff. So, you know what? Roland is here. I think it's fair to say that he's a bit nervous. This will be the first time he comes face to face with Susan's brother. You're going to stay in your chair. You're going to be cool. Listen to what he's got to say, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here's Roland, everybody.
It's not like you can't hate me, bro. You hate me because I'm with your sister, bro. Just because I'm black, you gotta respect it, bro. You gotta respect it. You can't hate. You don't even say black man. All you say is bro. So what's up now? You scared to say it on the show? What's up? You scared to say it to the fans? What's happening?
I don't want my sister with no.
You don't want your sister with it? Why you gonna hate? Why you gonna hate? Why I gotta be a bro? You
Why you can't be with a white boy?
Because maybe I want to be with a black boy.
Why?
Because maybe that's how I
Because a black
feel.
man better in bed. That's why.
Stereotype yourself. Go ahead and stereotype yourself. Because if you got a big one, it ain't nothing but a kickstand to prop up your anyways.
Roland, come on. Now, you're just saying that to give him trouble.
No, it's true.
That's the truth.
You think
it's true, huh? It's true. Yeah, I got a witness right here.
It's not helping. This is not helping. So you think he's like jealous of you?
He must be jealous, you know what I'm saying? Just because I'm working with it. He ain't working with it like me, you know?
You don't know anything about his character, so what's wrong with him?
He's black. My sister's white.
Okay.
So
if
I'm happy, Billy, you're going to be happy for me. Accept me. If you can accept him, Billy, I don't need you in my life neither.
I'm going to put it like this. You made it without black people for this long, why you need them now? Huh? Where you was at whenever your ass was growing up? Who was running behind you, handling yours, huh? Me. But
I'm grown now, Billy. I have a mind and a heart of my own.
you had one when you was little.
So, I'm 21 years old. If I'm going to be a black man, I'm going to be with a black man,
bro, you
Billy.
get shot, bro. What color you bleed? Red, huh?
Exactly. Just like him. Just like everybody else in this world.
Your bones break, huh?
Billy, you love
Everybody's
your sister,
the
right?
same,
You love
Lord.
your sister.
Yeah, I love my sister, but I don't like what she do. It's how she goes about
okay, but
stuff.
you can keep loving her and just don't
how she
like it,
goes
but you
about
don't have
stuff.
to, like, disown her. You're willing to give up your sister
I got black
for your own
friends.
hatred? All right, when we come back, we're going to meet another racist. This time it's a friend of Roland's who says black men were put on this earth to only marry black women. He says most white women only want black men because they want to see if the legend is true. And later you'll meet a man who has this to say.
The reason my sister and me don't get along is because she dates is they lie, they steal, they cheat, they're criminals.
You've been talking to Billy, who, you don't deny you're a racist, right? Your views are...
I don't deny it.
You're a racist.
More or
Okay.
less.
Billy's a racist. He's here because he does not approve of his sister Susan's boyfriend, Roland's. Now, my next guest, Jamian, is a longtime friend of Roland's. His opinions are pretty much like Billy's, except Jamian doesn't believe in interracial relationships either, but Jamian is black. He says white women are the downfall of black men, and they only date black men for the sex. Take a look.
Most white women are trailer trash. Susan is definitely one of them. Black men were put on this earth to marry black women and raise black babies. I dated a white woman once that, dog, let me tell you, it was terrible. I'll never do that again. The only reason why white women date black men is for, well, you know, the sex. That's all these white chicken heads talk about. White women like Susan are the downfall of black men. It has got to stop.
And here's Jamie and everybody.
Yeah, loving that, love that. Say it, bro, I'm gonna tell you this like a man, bruh. The created this planet was your first, bro, so you might well hate it, love it, check it, respect it. I don't care what you do, bro.
Okay,
hey,
Jamie.
If that's your boy, you need to respect who he's with.
Hey,
that's
hey,
your
check this out,
problem.
check this
If
out.
he's happy, nothing to do with you.
I ain't got no disrespect for that. Hey, I ain't got no problem with that, bro. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that. But see, this man needs to be with one of these fine Nubian sisters out here. Because y'all deserve much. Y'all need that.
Jamie, are you here to disagree with Billy?
Yeah, I disagree with
But
Billy.
you're a racist too.
I'm not a racist because I don't hate her. I don't hate her because she's white.
You just called white women trailer trash and, huh?
Hey, maybe because it's where I'm from. Hey, most of them where I'm from.
You guys are all from New Orleans, right?
Most of them are trailer trash. I mean, that's what they are.
But you dated a white woman?
Yeah, I dated one once, and she dumped me for a white dude. I mean, I treated her all nice. So you tell me what the problem is? What up? I mean, I know y'all see this cat sitting up here. This cat up here, he got a bandana around his neck, and I bet you listen to rap music and all this other stuff. I mean, how you gonna sit there and say you're a racist if you listen to music all day long? I mean, that's what you call it. Why you like that then? I mean,
so you don't support this relationship even though he's your friend?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, he's my boy and all, and I love him to death. This is my round.
As long as he doesn't date a white woman,
I mean, he need a black woman in his life. That's what he needs.
Billy, this is for you. Yeah.
Billy said that he educated himself. First of all, he has been miseducated. And I would like to say that all of the guests up there on the panel could use some diversity sensitivity training.
Good point. But you can't deny, I told you the statistics, over 1 million interracial couples in this country, 1.3 million as a matter of fact. And so, Jamie, and you think it's the legend?
Oh, no doubt it's the legend. The black man didn't go warrior, you heard me? I mean, that's why I believe the only reason is. That's why I believe the only reason
well,
is.
Well, if the legend's true, why did that... Hey, Roland, if the legend's true, why did the white girl dump you?
Let's put it like this.
Let me introduce to Melissa. She's been thrown out of her house twice for dating black men. She wants to tell her stepmother, Glenda, that she'll probably have to throw her out again because she's not going to break up with her new boyfriend, who is also black. Wow. So, have you ever dated a white guy? Or?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, it just happens, is it coincidence, or?
No, I just do it because I'll date anyone. It doesn't matter to me, white or black. I'm here to get my point across that it's not just black people that I like. I don't see anything that's different between them and a skin color.
Who threw you out?
My dad has, my grandparents have. I've been kicked out 6 times, not 2, 6.
Now, you're not as fond of 6 times?
6 times. Because they can't accept me for the way that I am.
What's Glenda's problem, do you think?
I have no clue what her problem is. She just needs to accept it. If not, she's not my mom. She's not my mom.
You're not as fond of white guys, though, because you said white guys are stupid.
Oh,
huh?
Some of the time they are. Yeah. Well, the white guy that I went out with hit me. That's why I don't.
That's stupid. Okay. Well, Melissa's stepmom, Glenda, is here. She says no matter how nice Kendrick is, she will not accept him. Before we meet her, let's see what she has to say on tape.
I will not allow my stepdaughter to date a black boy. Melissa's starting to sound like a black person. I can't even understand half the stuff she said. If my stepdaughter married a black man, she wouldn't be allowed in our house. I've never met her boyfriend. I don't care if he's nice. She can't date him. Whenever she dates a black person, her life goes down the toilet. I hate seeing black families buying T-bone steaks with food stamps, while I have to pinch pennies to buy hamburgers. If I have to kick her out again, I will. But my stepdaughter is not dating a black man while she's under our roof, period.
And here is Glenda, everybody. Glenda? talk. Let her talk. Let her talk. Maybe we got it all
White
wrong.
people on food stamps too. You know that, right?
Exactly.
Hi, Glenda.
White people on food stamps too.
Oh, yeah, they are. But you know what? Let me tell you something.
Believe that. Believe that.
But you know what? I look at everybody out here. Where's their job?
Glenda, I work at nights, so that's why I'm here now. But as far as with your attitude, it is very disrespectful, and I think you need inner peace, like my brother said over here. You need inner peace with yourself, because it's the art of war in your mind. You know what I'm saying there? Now let me finish now. What I'm saying is now I like this brother right here in the glasses. This brother's very educated, and this brother on the end in the old Jordans over here with the red laces, 1980.
You know what?
But he cool. But this don't say the word to a. And back to you. I just want to elaborate on your Kmart outfit. I believe.
Come on, no.
This guy right here?
Was that your real voice? Was that his real voice? Just checking.
Did this guy right here? He called white women trailer trash? Well, honey, I got one thing to say to you. I ain't trash, and I do live in a trailer, and it is paid for.
So look,
I stand corrected.
she hooked up with a bad guy. You threw her out. How many? 7 times? 6 times you threw her out of the house.
It hasn't been just them. It's been 3
So
with
she
them.
got one guy was a bad guy. You don't even know this guy now.
Exactly.
You said no
she
matter
judges
what
by
he's
one
like, you
guy.
don't accept him. There's nothing he could do to make you think he's an okay guy.
Then that's fine. That's fine. I accept it.
Glenda, are you afraid she's going to be buying T-bone steaks with food stamps?
Yes, I am.
Is that what happened to you?
Yes, I am.
We've been talking to Melissa and her stepmom, Glenda, who doesn't approve of Melissa's boyfriend, Kendrick. And you see, you wouldn't allow him in the house ever.
No.
Not allowed in the house.
No.
If they were to get married.
No.
No. Are you worried of that, the legend thing that was coming up? You think that's what the issue is?
No, see, that doesn't matter because he is a virgin, and it wouldn't matter with him. He is a virgin.
Really? All right.
He is a virgin.
Well, Kendrick says Melissa's family should spend more time looking at how happy she is with him and less time looking at the color of his skin. Here is Kendrick.
Glenda, I don't know what your problem is. You haven't even met me before. You don't even allow me in your house. What is your problem?
I don't care if
I mean, I'm a good person. You shouldn't judge me on what color my skin is or how I treat
You
me.
ain't dating her. Till she turns 18 and she's out of our
I'm dating
house.
her now. You have no say in what I do and what she does.
Melissa, you keep on just doing what you're doing and being positive. Your mom's ignorant. She's ignorant. She has no sense of what a real black person is. And by the way, I'm not finished with her again.
What do you got? Oh, wait a minute.
Stop by to get this today. Since all black men are ignorant, baby, this is a 4-year bachelor's degree. I graduated with the upper top 10% of my class. And I am only 23 years old, about to go get my master's, and I may have to give your front ass a job one day. So,
Well, you know what? I got a diploma and I got a job too.
Black school. Okay, if he has a master's degree, would that be okay then? Would it be all right then? Still no. Oh, well, me.
No.
First of all, Kendrick's only 16. He's a student. I mean, he has a whole
And that's great that he's in school. That's great.
Good. There's one good thing about him. Put 5 more things together
There's
and then...
lots of good things about him.
There's
She
lots
just
of other
doesn't
good
pay any attention to it.
All right. Vanessa, Kendrick's aunt is here as well, and she says her nephew is good enough for any woman, white or black. Here is Aunt Vanessa.
First of all, you don't know Kendrick. You will not categorize him as a dropout. Kendrick has been on the honor roll ever since he's been in school, and you ought to be glad Melissa got somebody like that. And as far as the food stamps, you heard what I said. And as far as the food stamps go, if we want to buy steak, shrimp, or lobster, it's our food stamps, not none of yours. It ain't none of your damn business what we buy with our food stamps. You ain't the only one working. You are not the only one working. I got tax money too. You think you're the only one working? You're not.
It's just a girl.
All right, Vanessa.
So you will not categorize my nephew with her exes, okay?
It's just a girl.
Glenda, do you realize what a great role model he is? He's 16 years old, straight A student, and he's not sexually active. He is a great role model.
Damn
for
right. You ought to be glad.
You can't appreciate that? Give us one negative thing about him. One negative thing about his person, about his character. You can't come up with one, can you?
No, because I don't know him.
Get to know him then. Get to know him. Don't judge him.
But you know what? If you don't get to know him, baby, it's your loss. It ain't even all that
It is your loss because he is a great person.
Yeah.
This is to Glenda. I think you need some thicker glasses to see through the color of his skin, because he looks like a nice guy, and he seems like a nice guy.
You know, my glasses are perfectly fine.
Glenda, there's nothing. Now that you know him a little bit, we've talked about him, have you changed your opinion even like 1%, 5%? Just a little bit.
I can't change it overnight.
Well, but maybe that means...
Did you develop that opinion overnight?
Would you
or
give
is that
him
the
a
way you were
chance?
raised?
Glenda, would you give him a chance? Maybe, like, we'll buy you lunch. We'll buy you lunch someplace. You guys just go to lunch and just get to know him a little bit? Huh? Wait. We're gonna up the ante. T-bone steak. T-bone steak lunch.
The one highly priced steak I'll get.
The book of food stamps.
Will you go? Will you go?
Do what now?
Will you go to lunch with him? Will you go to lunch with him and get to know him a little bit? Give him a chance.
All four of us?
What do you want to do, Kendrick? You want to go?
All four of us should go.
All four? Okay. Are we on?
I'll go all four.
She's going. Really? Honestly? We'll buy if you all four go to lunch, and you're on for a lunch date. I'm very happy about that. Yes, sir, right here. What'd you...
It's all gravy. I think you got to sweeten that deal a little bit.
What?
Oh my God, just be quiet.
What are you complaining about now? What are you complaining about now?
So I say you got to sweeten the deal, throwing a book of food stamp, block of government cheese. It might be all gravy for him. It might be body.
We're going to take a break, and while we're on break, we're going to look for somebody in this audience who can take Billy backstage, have a sensible, intelligent conversation, and see if somebody can maybe get to him. We'll be looking on the break. We'll be back and see if we can find somebody.
I have a master's degree in inner city studies education. I work with a variety of people from different ethnic backgrounds.
We had no idea. We had no idea.
And as I was saying earlier, I think Billy has a lot of hatred, and I think he just needs some sensitivity training.
And give it to him right now?
Absolutely.
Why don't you go on back? Well, thank you so much. You never know who's sitting in this audience. Isn't that terrific? It was your idea.
Good luck,
Billy,
good luck.
You said you're willing to go. Why don't you go backstage with her? We'll get you a little place to sit and talk. You never know. You never know.
Talk to me, young man.
Okay. What's the matter, Jamie? What's the matter?
She's something I need to go back to. I don't hate her because she's white.
Oh, you?
I don't hate her. I don't hate her at all.
All right. Well, let's get a nice. What white person wants to go back there with Jamie and talk to him a little bit? You want to? Okay. All right. We got a nice lady here. What's your name? Jessica. What do you do?
Go ahead, bro.
You're a waitress from here in Chicago?
Yeah.
You willing to go back there and talk some sense into him?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you go on back, Jamie? Go ahead. Who knows what can happen? You never know.
Oh, we're going to have a nice little talk.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Yeah. Well, some white women are okay, if they look like her. Yeah, all right. Anyway, our next guest is Heather, who is married to Harold, who is black. Now, Heather says that after 9 years together, Harold's family still won't let her set foot in any of their homes. In fact, his family's even teaching their 3-year-old to call Heather names. Your 3-year-old child
I called my son last night, and after 5 or 6 words into the conversation, he called me a white bitch.
Your son, who does not hear that in your home.
Right.
He hears that someplace else.
Right.
Okay. And now Valon is backstage. This is your husband's cousin. Is that
Yes.
right? Right? He has spit on you?
Yes.
He calls you names?
He's busted my car windows. I can't go anywhere where I live without my husband because they start with me immediately.
Okay.
I mean,
you're together 9 years.
Yes.
I mean,
we've married 5. We've been together 9.
And you can't even set foot in the house?
No.
And this is one of the people that says she can't come through the door. Here is Valon, everybody. Valon.
My son to call me a white bitch. What sense does that make? You claim you love him so much because that's your family. Well, he's my family too. He come out of me. That's mine. How you gonna teach him to call me a white bitch? Huh?
Look,
Valon, talk to us, Valon. What's your problem with her?
I think my cousin should be with a black queen. I know. I mean, I think he deserves better. That's all.
What would bring you to the point of spitting on somebody? It's a horrible thing to do.
She made a racist comment towards me. That's why.
Okay. Really are you teaching her 3-year-old son to call her name?
I'm not. That's just what he hears. I'm not teaching him that deliberately. What he hears.
My son also knows the family by their names. Like last night, I know who told him to say that last night. And he tells me Valon told him to say it.
Yeah. You know he's hearing it from you, Valon. You can't deny that.
He might be, but I'm not the only source.
Okay. Let's get Harold out here. Harold's backstage. Here he is. Harold?
You know, I find it funny that you and the rest of my family can spit on her, do this and everything, but if you ever notice, I'm never around. But see, I want to make a point to show y'all something. See this? That's love. That's love. It's enough love here between us and our son to overcome the ignorance in her family and mine. You see what I'm saying?
So you don't do that when he's there, Valon, right? You wouldn't spit on him when he's
None of
there.
the family do. When she's out by herself, they call her names, they throw stuff at her, they start fights with her. But when I'm there, nothing's ever said.
Well, who wouldn't let you at the funeral?
His niece.
My niece. You know,
so the whole family is racist.
Yeah.
And Valon is racist.
I'm not a racist. I'm just tired. I'm not a racist. I'm just tired of seeing this type of thing. I'm tired of seeing black and white people together. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I think black people...
Well, then what's a racist if that's not racist?
Black people should be together.
Hold on. I have a question, though.
Yeah.
You tired of seeing blacks and whites together? And wasn't you just with a white girl last week?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you trying to get on that coffee.
I understand, because I know you ladies is going to be watching the show, so you know you got to cover your butt.
You would be a hypocrite. Is that true, Valon?
I understand. I understand that.
Valon, is it true? He's changing the subject, you know that. Valon, is it true?
I ain't got nothing to hate on.
Valon, is it true? Were you with a white girl last week?
I was not. I was not.
Would you take a lie detector test to prove it?
I sure would.
Right now?
Right now.
Right now?
Right now. Right now.
Harold, are you sure about that?
Yeah,
he was with a white girl last week. We got it backstage. We'll hook you up right now.
Right now.
Okay? All right, well, as soon as all right, let's do it. Go ahead.
Hey, while you're back there, can you ask him if he brought my window out, too?
If he's a hypocrite or not. Before we continue, we have a camera backstage. We want to check and see how Billy's doing back there with Evelyn. Are they still there?
I can't say that he's a bad man.
I don't know him, but I know everyone that was good to her, she didn't want.
But that's in the past, just like the hatred.
All right, she's still working on it, but we'll have them coming out a little bit later in the show. Let me introduce our next guest, Teresa. She was here a couple of years ago because her brother James was opposed to her interracial relationship. Take a look at how things went. Can we assume that you are a racist?
You could probably assume that, yes.
Okay. And the problem you have with blacks is what?
They always want a white woman for a first-place trophy. They feel we owe them something because of slavery.
Just because you hate yourself, you want everybody else to hate people, too.
I love myself. I love every white person in this room.
Okay, so since the show, better or worse? What's going on?
It's worse.
It's worse.
He's not any better, no.
Now, you still with the same guy?
No, he's in jail.
Really?
Well, you know.
Teresa. So it only fueled the flame, I guess, the fact that he wound up in jail. Well, you know, James is back, and unfortunately he has not changed. In fact, his racist views are even stronger. Here is James. Oh, James, you're back again.
Don't boo me.
You haven't changed any of your opinions at all?
Why would I change my opinion? She hasn't changed hers.
Well, she's not racist.
I'm not racist. I don't want to see her dating, you know? And yeah, you guys can take that the wrong way, but there's white too, you know? There's low-life scumbag white people just like there are black people. What, you got something to say?
No, wait. You know you're going to set people off by talking like that.
Okay, where's her last boyfriend?
So you basically are grouping all black people together. Her last boyfriend?
Yeah, in prison.
We know that. You know the guy that was right there here, the guy in the vest and the tie? He's got a degree in his briefcase. In his briefcase, got a master's degree. Would he be good enough? Would he be good enough?
Take her out, you know?
Oh, so it's okay if you have a degree in your briefcase, it's okay. Right?
On the wall.
So,
a high school diploma.
So, do you believe that, Teresa, that it's just that you haven't found the right guy?
Well, I don't think he would like anybody that I dated.
Here's Bravon. Well, Bravon, what is your relationship? Did you guys... Yeah, you and Teresa.
Good friends.
Yeah?
Very good friends.
You never dated?
Oh, yeah, we dated.
Okay, so James, if they dated before, if they should get back together again, they got married, would you be okay with that?
I'll be his best man.
Do you believe that? All right, I don't believe it, but anyway. Are they still back there, Billy? Can we bring them back, Billy and Evelyn? Where are they? Let's see how it went. Billy, come on back here. Where's Evelyn? Evelyn, why don't you come over here? You didn't have an awful lot of time, but you were so nice to volunteer going back there.
Yes.
How did it go backstage?
It went pretty good. I think Billy's more concerned that Roland should be a good man for his sister. He's thinking about all the problems that they would encounter because it's going to be an interracial relationship.
But prejudice from other people. Billy, did you feel any differently at all since spending time with this nice lady?
I talked to her a little bit, you know.
She's not a smart lady, right?
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather my sister be with a white man, but, you know, I can't promise no change or nothing, you know, but I could talk to the man.
He's willing to
He's willing to try.
I did this before.
Good for you, Billy. Good for you, Billy. Okay.
I'll do it one more time for her.
Lunch? T-bone steaks? Huh? On us? You willing to go? I'll personally buy you lunch.
I'll go if she said please.
Thank you so much for helping us out, Evelyn. I think that's a big step that he's taking. We'll take a break and come back with an author and human relations counselor, June Hall. She's going to join us next. Was he done? Can we, okay. Hey, Valon's back, and, well, as you know, Harold said Valon was a hypocrite because he was with a white girl like last week, and your question was, were you with a white woman last week? You said no, and you failed.
Nah, look, see, the question is vague. Nah, you can't sit up here and laugh because that's a vague question, you know. I could have been around a white woman. That's the same thing as with. That's not being actually with her. It's not being with her.
You know, it's our quickie little test back there. It's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty accurate. So, if you were, then that's not good. It doesn't back up your case very well. We need some help here today. To please welcome the author. Here's the book. It's called No More Pity Parties, A Guide to Celebrating Your Way Through Life. June Hall is with us. Thank you so much for being here.
As for Billy and Susan and her boyfriend, I think there's something else going on with Billy rather than him just hating Susan's boyfriend, and he needs to work with that. As far as Glenda, this is your stepdaughter. If you want a relationship with her, and if you want her to get some of your values, you're not going about it the right way. You're pushing her away. What you need to do is try to sit down and have a real relationship with her rather than saying no, no, no. The more you say no, the more the child wants to do it. You say you can't have the cookie, the child wants to sneak and have the cookie. And you also have to decide, would you prefer her to be with a black guy who has standards, who doesn't use drugs, who's not forcing her to have sex, or would you prefer her to be with a white guy who's just the opposite? You need to make that decision.
Good point. Now here we have a married couple. They're together 9 years, married 5 years.
Wow.
Spit on, can't come in the house, can't go to family functions. It's terrible.
This is frightening to me because I don't understand why you would let your child even be around someone who's going to teach them to say that.
You know, Valon failed his test.
Valon, he's the most frightening of the bunch. Valon, you are like, what is it, the Adam and Eve story, when they sneak around and say, oh, it's okay to take a bite of the apple when you consider it to be poisonous. Well, you really want the apple. So I think that you should just go ahead and admit it and stop trying to sneak around and eat it.
It's not that at all. You know what I'm saying? I understand he loves her, but I just don't see it. I've been raised, to think that it's not right for, black and whites to be together.
But you're a grown-up now. You can make your own decisions and set your own standards.
It's too
what if that girl that girl that you weren't with last week? What if you decided to marry her?
He might have paid her, Jenny.
He what?
I'm not going to marry her. No.
I said he may have paid her.
All right. Well, Jamien went back. Jessica, the lady from the audience, went backstage with Jamien, and I think they're done. They had a little session back. Let's see how that went. Jamien, Jessica, come on back out. Okay, so you're back. How'd it go over there, huh?
It went okay.
Was he hitting on you?
No. No.
Did you feel like you made any points with him?
Yeah, I mean, I just told him that's his opinion, and if that's his opinion, that's his opinion. But I told him that he should stay out of it as friends if that's his friend's choice.
I mean, do you have any different feelings since you went back and spoke a little bit to her, to Jessica?
I mean, they still basically are the same, but I enjoy talking to her because I mean, she's got an open mind. That's why I enjoy a conversation with an open-minded
there's
person.
a nice white person that you shouldn't be prejudiced against,
like
right?
I said, I'm not prejudiced against white people. How many times do I have to tell y'all that?
Thank you, Jessica, very much. You were very nice to go back there.
I love y'all. I love everybody.
Singing a different tune now, aren't we? Let me, before I say goodbye, I had my list all day and for this show, and I really want to give you some of the list of inventions by black people. I'm going to put these on our website, too, with even more. But just be aware of this. Black people invented the traffic signal, air conditioning, refrigerator, hearing aid, lawnmower, fountain pen, wrench, clothes dryer. The first steam engine was invented by a black person, but they couldn't patent it because he was a slave. So go to our website. You can check some of this out. Thank you very much, June Hall, for being here. She has a syndicated column, advice column out there. We're buying lunch. We're buying 2 lunches. We also would like to offer Billy. Can we give you any help after the show? Some guests get a little follow-up, a little counseling, help you work out some issues. Will you let us give you a little help, Billy, after the show?
I couldn't even hear you.
Well, we're offering you a little counseling after the show if you want to help work out some of your issues.
I told.
Okay?
I told.
What do you think? Okay. That's a yes to me. We'll talk. Thank you all very, very much. Thanks for watching.